Hello and welcome back, everyone. My name is Desi, and this is Bull Run Legendary Part 2. Um, I've decided to do this in chunks and give myself like a night between because I keep getting frustrated and making mistakes, and I'm hoping that this way it'll just keep me fresh. Um, we actually had a pretty good start. We forced B and these Stonewall brigades to kind of overextend, and we should be able to push them back. They do have reinforcements that will probably charge into us, so we really do need to keep our head on a swivel. But I think what I'm going to do is I'm just going to have our troops rest and keep these artillery up on the hill. We do have some fresh skirmishers. This situation up here has been going okay. We've just been cutting these infantry apart. I'm going to have McGinnis rest as well. And I think what I'm going to do is just try to... Actually, we have a chance to catch this artillery. I'm just going to try to lure them out of their cover. I don't want Jackson to entrench here. Like, that's my goal. I have tons of time. All I really need to do is try to catch them in the river here and force them to overextend up into here. And that's my goal. Hopefully this will go well. So, without further ado, let's unpause. Now this Virginia Brigade is getting... Oh my gosh, Scales is... Yeah, so we have our 1842s, which are just going to absolutely shred this Virginia brigade that's overextended. Where's my general? So the general needs to come over here. We're still doing fine. They're exhausted too, and we're winning this. I don't know what they're still routing. So I think if we kill a few hundred more, we should be able to clean that up. We're going to have McGinnis rest. In fact, we really do need to try to really pay attention to condition, because we are going to be experiencing more charges. Like, the enemy still has like 5 brigades back there that they're just waiting to unleash on us. So we really do need to be very cautious. Need to be better about getting into cover with these guys. We might actually be able to... Well, these guys are too tired to do much. And move these artillery back. Artillery is really good, but it's very vulnerable, because if they charge in, especially if we're not in a position to repulse them... These guys are in range of shells, so we should be able to turn our attention to B here. Okay, Keyes is now fresh, so we can send him forward. And he's actually one of my larger brigades, so that's really good. Franklin is almost... Yeah, I think what we're going to do is kind of what they're doing. They just kind of have their brigades sit back and chill, and then they come in. And I think that that's the best way to handle this. Yeah, Bartlett needs to chill. Looks like Carroll is now full, so we can have him. I think, I can't remember if the general actually helps. No, it's just morale that he boosts, so... Very imperative that he is in a position to, Okay, these guys are all warmed up, so I'm just gonna have Keys move forward. And maybe I think I'm gonna try to use like a bait and switch, where I'll have one brigade move forward and try to lure the charge, and then maybe that will encourage them to make a mistake. But we'll see. Johnson, you're tired. You need to recover. We need to get this figured out over here. These guys are all crap morale, so we need to address that. Bartow is actually... Okay, they're very tired. We need to... I mean, we can use these skirmishers to push them, but... Okay, keys are fresh, so we can send him forward. And we can start pushing over here, I think, a little bit. Just... Okay, you guys are tired, just sit tight. Franklin is now fresh, he can move forward. Yeah, I got some really good advice. Thank you all who are commenting, is helping a lot. I think condition was the big reason why I had to restart last time. I was all the way on Henry Hill, I had captured it, but there's this brigade that was stuck in this thing, and I just completely wore out my troops trying to get up there and capture it, which I did, but by the time the enemy reinforcements came, which was like 3 brigades of like, 2,500 men, I just couldn't hold them, and that was GG's. And they charged me, and then that was it. I was too tired to get away from them, and that's all she wrote, pretty much, so... I really need to do something about Stewart, though. He's just... I don't know what kind of weaponry he has, but he's really just doing a number on me over here. Lauman, you're gonna hold. I'm just gonna have my cavalry rest. What's going on up here? What's our morale? Our morale's still fine. But, Bartow, I really don't know what I'm gonna do about him. Also, our artillery is, kind of doing lackluster. But I think we'll start rolling them forward a little bit. Just a steady, grinding, slow advance. B is now routing. That's good. Excelsior skirmishers are pretty refreshed. Johnson skirmishers, I'm going to have them hold and get some health or get some condition back because they're not going to be able to do anything. Scales is now tired, but I'm going to have him shoot Stewart because Stewart is just going to continuously be a thorn in my side. Keys is regenerating. Sherman, Franklin. Okay, these guys are all decent condition. Barnes is recovering. Guinness is gradually recovering. And now my cavalry has routed up here, which I was worried about. We did manage to get them very isolated, but they will be coming now in the back of our line. But they are... I'm not too worried about them. Hopefully my cavalry will be able to get out of there and then get behind them and just harass them all the way back. So they are kind of out of the way. That is one brigade that we don't have to worry about. Okay, let's get Excelsior to start punishing Stewart a little bit. Scales, I think, can hit him. Because Scales has the Mississippis. These skirmishers here should actually shatter because they're stuck in the drink. I am definitely a bit concerned about these. Stewart's getting pretty crapped on now, so we've really managed to. Okay, these guys are all decent condition. I'm gonna keep our general over here because this is where we really want now. Wait for him to get in better fighting. I'm actually gonna run Franklin up here and see if we can contest this crossing of theirs. Stewart's really isolated, and he's gonna rout. Lane took some casualties, but he did his job very well. These guys are taking forever. McGinnis is getting there. I'm gonna put some... Do we have any fresh troops? No, he's still tired. There's another... Deering. Okay, Deering is fresh. Okay. Okay, I want to get Franklin up here. These skirmishers should rout pretty quickly here. Scales, I'm going to have you rest. Okay. We probably want to send one of our battered skirmisher brigades just to make sure that we're not getting flanked. In fact, Johnson, you can do that duty. Okay, warmed up. Johnson, you're gonna regenerate. You're tired, you're gonna regenerate. I'm just gonna try to put these guys in hold. Just so I can see who's... In fact, I take it all back. I'm gonna put this brigade there just to keep an eye on that situation. And then we should... I don't really want to move... Well, he's gonna be out of commission for a while, so... Let's just keep the artillery behind. I mean, once we get... See, they're really taking a lot of casualties trying to get across these rivers. And that's what we want. We're still not out of the woods yet. If they charge... Because now they're out of the river. I don't know why you're wavering. Barnes is about recouped. We shattered them, so actually we can move our skirmishers across the river. We just need to be very careful. Okay, Scales is skirmishers who have Mississippis. Our cavalry is starting to recover. Warmed up. Bartlett is tired. You need to recover. Carroll is fresh. I'm going to move you into these trees. Bauman, sit tight. Okay, Bartow is actually wanting to pursue my cavalry up to Narnia, so that's actually super good. We really did manage to do a number on them, 400 to 100 casualties. So even though we were eventually driven off of him, we managed to inflict pretty grievous losses, and he's now up on the other side of the map. So that is one brigade that we don't have to worry about. It's effectively out of the entire game or map. Like, it's going to take him ages to get back. I'm going to move McGinnis up now. He's sufficiently recovered. I actually should be able to get Franklin nice and close. He is moving fast, but that's okay. We'll be able to get a really devastating volley in here up close with these. Yeah, 1842s. We'll be able to get a close range volley, which will do. I want to see how many we inflict with the. I just as a an experiment, so to speak. Come on. So 47 kills. I want to see how many he inflicts. 52. One volley. Oh, he's routing. Oh, this is so good. He's in the river now. Looks like B has regrouped, so we're gonna back up. I'm gonna get Carol in here. If these guys charge, we need to be able to react. So I'm gonna move my cavalry up here. And yeah, okay, we're gonna start shelling them. Let's see. I don't want to take this point yet. I want to wait till the last moment, because once I take Henry Hill, the enemy reinforcements will show up, and that's what we don't want. Okay. Warmed up. Let's... No, let's not. Okay, we're in range of shell. Move Ricketts or Hunt up a little bit. Barnes is now fresh. He can go in. I'm a bit concerned about this right here. If they charge in and these troops are all clustered, that's really bad. So I'm thinking... But these troops outside of Howard are actually all in pretty good condition. They're all above 50%. So we should be able to repulse them. But I am very concerned about these Louisiana Tigers coming in. Because I know they're a 3-star, and just like in the battle, they will charge recklessly. Okay. So let's try to get a flank on him. Pelham is effectively out of the battle. Oh, not effective. He's not quite out of the battle, but he's getting driven off. Our artillery is coming up over here. These guys are all tired. They're going to need to rest. These Virginia brigades really aren't doing too hot, being stuck in the river and all. I'd love to get some pressure on Hampton's Legion. I don't like... We're a little bit too clustered here for my liking. But we are getting some massive casualties, getting them stuck on the river. This is exactly what we want right here. It looks like the Tigers are stopping to fire, which is exactly what we want, because we do have the firepower advantage over them. These scouts, I don't think we can push into this artillery too much, because I know there's an infantry brigade behind. At least I'm going to scout and make sure. Really need to be vigilant here. I guess Bartow's just going to sit back there. Well, that worked well for us. If Stuart charges these skirmishers, they're toast. So let's pray that he doesn't. Really want to focus our artillery on Hampton's Legion. This is actually going quite well, all things considered. Franklin is really in a good position here. I'm happy how that turned out. We're getting flanked by artillery though, so... Okay, Hampton's Legion is now charging, but he is turning his flank. So let's get our general. And let's get all artillery, because when he gets into melee, he'll be close to canister, and he will be getting shells from the side. Scales is about recuperated. Okay, these scouts are not... Okay, we are forcing the Louisiana Tigers to engage us that way, which is fine. Oh yeah, Hampton's gonna rout, and he's gonna get forced into the river. This is absolutely massive here. We have a chance to potentially get some shatters. If we can shatter Hampton's Legion, who knows? Like, I don't know if we can, but it would be freaking nice if we could. To say the least. Okay, that artillery is now out of the battle. Bartow has been pushed all the way down here, so he is not a threat to us. This is looking pretty good, not gonna lie. I think... yeah, this is not good up here. I think we need to pull our skirmishers across the river again. Like, the flanking attacks were nice and helped push them away, but I think that... Actually, maybe not. Let's, we don't have to worry about flank, so I think we can engage these skirmishers pretty fairly. Franklin's gonna get forced, or Hampton's Legion's gonna get forced into the river, so hopefully by the time... Yeah. Yeah, look at all these gray soldiers there that have met their demise. Looks like Bartow is thinking about marching back. So we're going to send our skirmishers to just keep an eye on him. Alright, Howard, I'm going to have you halt and regenerate. You guys are decent condition. Anybody above... Okay, Franklin, you're tired. Scales is warmed up and ready to get back into action. That's good. He's got some of my best weaponry. Let's get the New York skirmishers up here. Let's get Excelsior up here. Just keep putting pressure on these Louisiana Tigers. They're still tired. Let's move our artillery up a little bit. Get Excelsior skirmishers to help out. Hampton got pretty bloodied, but not enough. I think what we're going to do is we're going to... Okay, never mind. We've got a whole brigade over here, so this is not... this is no longer tenable to hold. We need to get out of there. It was a good idea at the time, but it is no longer a realistic option. And I think what we want to do is we want to form a line just around this river and force them where we can. Really tempted to send cavalry in, to be honest. Actually, we can send... I think we can wipe out these skirmishers. It looks like B is coming into charge. so we're gonna focus fire on him. Scales is tired. If we can get these Virginia troops to rout... Okay, good. We can focus over on B, and we have enough brigades opening up on them to beat them up pretty good. Tigers are routing. Still, keep pressure up on them to keep them running. I guess they're coming at scales, right? Yes, they're coming at scales. We're gonna have him withdraw. Yeah, these guys are getting decimated here in the river. Okay, I need you guys to all... We need to get everybody on B. This is also a huge brigade too, so the more damage we can do, the better. Okay, where's our general? We need to get him in case they make contact. They are wavering, so a couple more really good volleys. Okay. We need to fix this part of our line. I do not want to deal with this. Okay, he's routing. We should be able to punish him sufficiently for his mistake. It looks like we're free to bring this cavalry to support role, and we can get these infantry over here and have them rest until they're ready to come in. We really want to extend our line back, though. Like from here to here, that's my idea. We're going to have Franklin, since they're tired, set up the flank there. Look at that. Oh, that's a beautiful sight. Inflicted 400. Knock them down below 2,000. They came in with 2,400. They now have 1,900. That's massive. Massive. The Tigers are stuck in these fortress, or this cover, so I really don't want to fight them in there. So we're going to pull back. And we're going to see what we can do about... Have scales rest. Where are these infantry? Okay, we need to get you guys across the river, like now, like yesterday. And we're going to pull back behind the river. But yeah, can't really ask for much better conditions than this. We have the river secured. Our supply situation is really good. We're inflicting very lopsided casualties. We're actually luring... We should be able to hit... Yes, get some more casualties on B. Potentially start... Is anybody here tired? Okay, Keys is tired. Okay, if we can get these tigers to rout, we can get our cavalry in there to really punish them. Okay, they're turning to face. That's really good. They're turning their flank to us. We have like 4 brigades that are ready to just unload on them. Okay, we need to get Excelsior up here. They're gonna pick off a couple of our cavalry, but that's okay. They were anticipating me charging. Artillery's doing pretty good. These Virginia brigades probably will shatter, hopefully. Sherman, I'm going to have you shift back here. Actually, no. Just keep... Let's move our artillery up. Okay, he's shifting again. These cavalry are really wigging him out, apparently, which is great. B is reforming. Ouch. Looks like these guys need ammo over here. So we're going to send our supply wagon that way. Actually, we have 2 supply wagons. Hampton's Legion is here again. But we do outrange them. Stuart's coming to play. These guys are all very tired though, so we need to be a little bit cautious about that. Warmed up. Okay, you're good. Johnson, you've been tired forever. Scales, I'm gonna have you move up. You're in sufficient condition to start getting back into the action. Slow and steady. We've got an hour and a half to take Henry Hill, so we are kind of running into a soft deadline. But until I'm gonna just wait till see if we can get a couple shatters, and then we'll start thinking about making a big offensive move. Come on, shatter! Shatter, 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 shatter. I don't know what I need to do. Okay, somebody's charging. I think we might be able to send these troops. I'm going to move them up here. We might be able to... Hampton's Legion is attempting to charge and cross. Let's try to block that. I'm going to try to get these tigers out of... Okay, they're charging. This is a bit of a problem. So we need to send our general over here for the morale shock that's indubitably going to occur. Hampton's Legion is wavering. So if we can fend that off... Okay, it looks like we've got all of our skirmishers across, thankfully. So that's a bit of a relief. I'm going to charge with our cavalry, though. because they are really over-committing here. Okay, these Virginia brigades. This is really stupid on their part because they're gonna get, if they get pushed back, they're gonna get shoved right into the river. Yeah, that's really bad. Well, that's great for us. Okay, then our cavalry's gonna get in on this action. That's a surrender, which is better than a rout. We just need to make sure we withdraw them properly. Tigers might surrender as well. And if that's the case, I'm going to pause and we're going to pick up later. Because that is a game changer. If we get 2 brigades to surrender here. Okay. 2 surrenders. Now let's move up and make sure they don't get taken back, because that's the last thing we want. But that is massive. And I'll pause and do the next part once we've... Actually, we're not done yet. We have a chance to get another surrender. Okay, they're just Highland charge. If we repulse all of these charges, we win. Even with the reinforcements, they won't have enough to, especially with how many I've shattered. So we're going to get all of our artillery up here to focus fire. We've got our general in the right spot to help support. I do want to run these troops up, which will burn my condition, but this is a very crucial part of the battle right now. They're making a huge... Oh, Hampton's Legion has 1842s. That explains a lot. The Tigers have reboard. Okay. So we're going to send our cavalry in to help break this up. Okay, these guys are in range of canister. If Sherman can hold here... We need, Actually, no, we don't. They're gonna get in melee and get crapped on. Actually, no. Wait. They're gonna likely surrender as well, because they're completely surrounded. That's another surrender. Holy crap. Oh my gosh. Okay. We do have a problem down here. But we do have artillery, and they're routing. So I think we need to get our troops to be able to react quickly to what's going on. Just get our cavalry to cut them up. Okay. Okay, they're gonna rout. We need to get Ricketts, all of our artillery to focus on these guys. And yeah, that was a really big blunder on their part. Like, I captured, what is that, 1,500, almost 2,000 of their troops. That's like 6% of their entire army that I just captured, and not to mention how many I killed. So, they're routing now, so we can focus on these guys. And I'm very happy right now. That's the worst thing they could have done, and they did it. Like, I don't think they can recover from that. We need to get our troops to hit them, though. And we're gonna get our scouts. Man. How the tables have turned. I have no idea. I know they're charge happy, but we finally really kind of took that to our or made that into our advantage. Like, this is really bad. Well, I mean, we're having issues down here, but as long as we can stabilize. B is now charging. Start moving our artillery up. And B's going to get caught in the river as my advancing troops come right up to him. Our artillery is just going to dump canister. They might get some routes here, but they're going to run right into canister. And I don't think they have enough impetus to get through to the artillery. Where's our general? Have him come in there and refix this up. Send our horses in to help stabilize this. Yep, the canister is just ripping them to shreds as they're coming in. B is in a bad way right now. He's already wavering and he hasn't even got to us. I think he's exhausted as well. And he's gonna run into a really stiff line as well. Yeah, yeah, okay, he's routing now. I'll just see how this plays out and then we'll go from there. But yeah, really good outcome with this. We've completely changed the tide of battle. Our scouts are in there cutting them up. That's good. Just keep the pressure up. We will need to rest after this. But I think with these troops we can swing around and capture the hill. B is just gonna get, he's gonna get absolutely decimated, especially since we've got Excelsior and our well-armed brigades coming to fight him. Yeah, he's gonna lose several hundred. Remember, this brigade was almost 3,000 when it started, and now it's gonna be under 1,500, so need to get our scouts out of here. They've done their job. Our scouts are probably gonna shatter. It sucks, but I mean, yeah, we're just gonna have these guys rest at this point. he's under 1400 now. Who's... Just have them sit tight. Okay. Yeah, so we're going to, okay, we're 45 minutes, and I think it's time to pause. We're just going to have these guys rest here. And then we'll rethink our strategy for the next phase, but this is about as good as it could have gone. I'm going to have these guys go up here. We don't want them coming back. Yeah, they are running out of troops. That's just the simple way to put it, is they're flat out running out of troops. And if we can get our troops rested, we can literally just rush across the river and finish them off. These guys are almost shattered. We've got these troops here. Once they get rested, we can just run over here and just take it. And assuming we're not stupid, like, that'll be GG's. So, yeah, I'm going to stop here. I'm going to save, and the next phase of the battle will be the end. But very happy about this. This is a huge, huge series of events that will likely lead to our victory. They're just running out of troops, and even with the reinforcements, and they got this brigade up here in Narnia. We've got several captured, including Hampton's Legion, which is, like, I think their best one in the entire field. So, anyways, thank you all for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Peace.